Hi, I'm Sam Flying Kite, and welcome to the horror show. This week, I'm reviewing Alone in the Dark. See, alright, this is a really... Okay. I guess I should say, when I found this movie, I had no clue what this movie was about. And I thought it looked interesting, because the poster looked interesting, and then reading the back, what it was talking about, that seemed interesting too, but then watching the movie and it was like, oh, okay. But, before I tell you what the movie's about, Alone in the Dark came out in 2005. It's rated R, which, I mean, I guess, but, like, it's only rated R because of, like, the climax of the movie, I think. There's not a whole lot of blood. There's language in it, but it just seems like it... Like, if it came out today, it's probably a PG-13. It's about an hour and a half long. It's a 2.4 out of 10 on IMDb, with about 50k people voting, so yeah. And then the last nail in the coffin for, you know, if this is a good movie or not. The budget for this movie was $20 million, and the box office was 12.7. So that's not really that good. It's directed by Uwe Boll, and Christian Slater, Tara Reid, and Stephen Dorff play the main characters in this movie. Although there was a cameo, but I'll mention the cameo in the best thing, as a part of the best thing ever about the movie. Yeah, this movie's, I don't know if I'm ever watching this movie again, I'm just saying that right now. Not because, like, you know, it's a terrible, worst movie ever, but, like, it was a little dull. And, like, sure, it had some action scenes, but, like, I would say this is an X-Files episode, except it's worse dialogue, more action, and a lot more CGI. Yeah. Edward Carnby is a private investigator specializing in unexplainable supernatural phenomena. His cases delve into the dark corners of the world, searching for the truth in the occult remnants of ancient civilizations. Now, the greatest mystery of his past is about to become the most dangerous case he has ever faced. With the help of his ex-girlfriend, archaeologist Arlene Cedric, and his bitter rival, government agent Richard Burke, Edward is about to learn that just because you don't believe in something doesn't mean it cannot kill you. So, I mean, there's some interesting concepts in the movie, but I would say other movies like Wishmaster kind of cover that concept and do a much better job with it. That being, there's this other world and these monsters over there, and they want to come over, kind of thing. And, yeah. So I think the best thing about this movie is that the action scenes in this movie are really good, even though some of it is CGI and that kind of sucks. But I mean, I get it. It's like 20 million. It came out in 2005, and that's what it looked at. And like the actors maybe the actors in the movie are like, you know, Christian Slater might be like the biggest person I've ever known, and I don't really know him, to be honest. Yeah, I really like the action scenes. Sometimes they do really hit, because the music, the heavy metal that's playing as well, and it's like all the guns and the special forces team coming in. It's like, okay, that's pretty kick-ass. But yeah, the other best thing about this movie is that Mark Axon makes a cameo, and everyone knows him from Elf. He's the guy in the mailroom that is hanging out with Buddy, and they end up in that tickle fight. So that's kind of interesting seeing him in this, because he's like almost kind of like scattered throughout movies and shows. Like, it's interesting seeing him around about. But yeah, the worst thing about this movie is just that the movie overall is very and very like it kind of forgettable, to be honest. I think the only reason why this movie wouldn't be forgettable is if this was the first time ever watching that kind of movie. Then it's like, sure, you'll remember it because it was the first time. Or if you watch it as a kid, then you'll probably think it was the best thing ever because of the action scenes and whatnot. And it's the kind of movie that you come back to when you're older and you watch it and you're like, oh, this movie sucks. Except I had never watched this movie before, so I kind of skipped that part. But, yeah, I mean, I think that's about it, to be honest. Is this a movie I'm gonna watch again? Probably not. Is this a movie that you guys should watch? Not by yourself, not because it's so scary, like you have to have friends watching it with you, but it just seems like it's the perfect movie to watch with friends when y'all are all hanging out and it's the night and you're like, what movie should we watch? And someone's like, oh, we should watch a movie called Alone in the Dark. It sounds like, oh, that sounds like a real scary movie. And then they watch this movie. It's like, it's not, when you watch it, it's not really it's not scary. There's some jump scares in it and there's some kills obviously in it, but like, it's not like super spooky scary, like, ooh, it's gonna give you nightmares. No, I think the concept could give you more nightmares than the movie itself. But anyway, I'm Sam, flying kite. This is the horror show. I reviewed Alone in the Dark. They did make a sequel somehow, but I think it kind of goes in a different direction. I'd have to check that out at some point too, but I don't know if I want to, right? Ugh. I'll see y'all next week. Or maybe this Sunday if you want to stop by my live stream. But, goodbye.